All right.
Wow. Just
And go.
The University System of Maryland College. Oh, hold on, put that up already. There you go.
Just like I'm just gonna cut it all out anyways. So
We're straight though. Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
The University of Maryland College Park is a subsidiary of the University System of Maryland. The university sees. Oh my God. Next. All right. No, we're straight. We're gonna get it right this time.
Keep it, yeah. Whenever you start it, it's like if you mess up, just like keep going. Just fix your mistake. You don't have to like read word for word.
No, yeah, no.
It doesn't matter.
I just messed up like a big thing.
Okay.
I'm straight now. The University of Maryland College Park is a subsidiary of the University System of Maryland. The university uses departmentalization to separate the multitude of different entities of the university and is ultimately overseen by the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. The Division of Dining Services, a subdivision for the Division of Student Affairs, is a specific entity that we believe has room for improvement. Colleen Wright Riva is the director of this division. The dissatisfaction of its customers over the utilization of surplus points at the end of each semester is a problem that we will evaluate.
So it's very clear from both the testimonials as well as the surveys that students are largely unsatisfied with the current system. The question now is, why are students so unsatisfied? Well, all students living in traditional campus housing are required by the university to have a resident dining plan. This dining plan consists of points that are purchased with cash and cannot be converted at any time back to cash. This means that any dining points that are not used by the end of the semester are forfeited. And so in essence, each point that isn't spent is money lost. In reality, this would not be an issue if most students spent all their dining points each semester. However, our data concludes that this is not the case and that a large number of students are left with excess points each semester. It is also worth noting that due to escalation of commitment, some students choose to spend all of their excess points at the end of their semester to avoid wasting money. Still, this is not a viable solution as it leads to binge spending and consequently binge eating. So each of the points that we just discussed directly conflicts with aspects of UMD Dining Services mission statement. In their mission statement, they state, University of Maryland Department of Dining Services strives to provide superior customer satisfaction. We know from our data and from our survey and testimonials that this is not true. They also go on to say that they strive to always maintain the best possible value for guests. Again, if this were true, there would be a way for points to roll over to next semester and or be converted back to cash.
So from our data collection, we instituted 2 surveys. The first survey, we used systematic sampling. We surveyed every 5 students next to South Campus Dining Hall. And of that survey, approximately 98 people responded. Of the 87 which said yes to having a dining plan, 68 mentioned that they had excess points at the end of the semester. So basically we can deduce that 78% of students from this sample and representative of the population as a whole has excess points. So this is verifying our initial problem. Second survey we attempted was a convenience sampling of approximately how many points students had. We only conducted a survey of 7 until we were interrupted by the manager of South Campus Dining Halls, but we received an estimation of about 100 points on average. So in response to the data and our problem, we concluded 3 solutions that we could use. One was a service to socially connect students with excess points to those without meal plans or those who want to connect with their fellow peers. Approximately 77% of our respondents mentioned that they were very open to the idea. Our second solution, which was liquidating the points. For example, a student with excess points could sell their points for 50 cents on the dollar to someone willing to buy it. Approximately 74% of students mentioned that they were either very open or open to this idea. And in general, these 2 solutions are going to require an internal policy shift on the part of dining services, which Mike will elaborate on.
So after collecting these various sources of data, our research implies that there is a need for change within the student dining services. The organizational change framework that we determined would best fit our problem is Axon Research, since it is problem focused. We have diagnosed the problem and now must educate management on this problem. With the help of a transformational leader, the large sense of trust and the capacity to inspire those who follow him or her, we can influence the entity as a whole to revise the system currently in place. The use of Action Research as our framework for change also engages management, thus they are more aware for the need of this change. This will allow us to prove management that there is a problem and can help provide possible actions to solve this problem.
In conclusion, our problem that there is a excess dining points issue among students is very real on the part of both our qualitative interviews and our quantitative surveys. Our two solutions, which we mentioned, the first of which is to connect students in a social way that would involve using an application or a website, and the second of which would involve students selling their points. The implementation would involve Action Research and a thorough analysis of the organization that is dining services.
Some possible resistances that may be seen within the Department of Dining Services and/or University of Maryland as a whole include economic factors due to the change in policy that is currently in place, fear of the unknown due to the uncertainty of the outcome of this change, and organizationally, a limited focus of change, since our change may have an effect on the various other entities of the university. We will overcome these resistances by educating and communicating with management in order to show them the need for and the benefits of such change. We can use those who acknowledge and accept the need for this change to help convey our message.
Thank you.
That kind of works.
That's
anyway.
fine. That's fine.
That sounded good. Sorry, excuse me.
All right, wait, how do I stop the screen, guys?
Just didn't record.
No, it's
There's like a
still
30%
recording.
chance of that. You want to click stop sharing?
What? All right, we need to-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still recording. So sharing.